Formation of covalent bonds. Substances containing only nonmetal atoms typically form tightly bonded groups of atoms called molecules. The attraction between atoms, such as the two chlorine atoms in a diatomic chlorine molecule, is the result of two atoms sharing one or more pairs of electrons. A chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its valence shell and needs to gain one more to fill the valence shell. Since chlorine atoms have a high ionization energy and a large electron affinity, a chlorine atom won't transfer an electron to another chlorine atom. Instead, the unpaired electron in the valence shell of each atom is shared between the atoms. The shared electrons fill the valence shells of both atoms and form a covalent bond between them. At ordinary temperature and pressure, the element chlorine exists as diatomic chlorine molecules, with the two atoms in each molecule sharing a pair of electrons. The shape of an oxygen molecule is similar to chlorine, but its electron sharing is different. An oxygen atom has 2 unpaired electrons, and thus 2 vacancies in its valence shell, so it can form 2 covalent bonds by sharing 2 pairs of electrons. When 2 atoms share 2 pairs of electrons, this is called a double covalent bond. Like chlorine, the element oxygen usually exists as diatomic molecules. Oxygen atoms can also bond to 2 nearby atoms, such as the 2 hydrogen atoms needed to form a water molecule. Each hydrogen atom can share 1 electron, since hydrogen's 1s shell has room for 2 electrons. The 2 hydrogen atoms each share 1 electron with oxygen, giving the oxygen atom a filled valence shell of 8 electrons. 1 oxygen atom covalently bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms forms a molecule of water. Many other stable compounds, such as methane, ammonia, and carbon dioxide, are formed from atoms that share electrons to form covalent bonds. With the shared electrons, each atom has a filled valence shell. Key takeaways. To summarize, a covalent bond is formed by 1 or more pairs of electrons shared between 2 atoms. 2 atoms can share more than 1 pair of electrons. Shared electrons usually fill the valence shells of all atoms in a molecule. An atom can typically share a number of pairs of electrons equal to the number of electrons required to fill its valence shell.